All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Is defense focused. Hot.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Watch the 66. Pull it hard.
They'll run here with Ballage. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. They run it with Ballage. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Red, 10 Tucson. They want this. Tight Ringo.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Push him back.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after 1. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Balaj. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. His intended receiver, the tight end, Caleb Wilson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready, go. 52. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You ready to go?
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
All day, every day, any day.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaq Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 58 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Easy. Watch that. Smooth. 80 weapon.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Switch. 77. 54. Hey, seam 6.
Ben to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the twist.
Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey! 58 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Watch that.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
38 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 50.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Hey, zoom. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Black 30. You. Alert, alert. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Come on, Black.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
55, back 55. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Switch. You're out.
He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together. Incomplete. Excellent work defensively. 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Roethlisberger to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First and 10 at the 30.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On first down, it's Samuels. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down. Yeah, that's what I do.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.